Good morning, family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Afro Latina Show. I am your host, Alicia Ana del Santos, La Diosa Dominicana, La Santera. Welcome to episode 92. Don't give up. Begin again and again and again and again. Um, this morning, I wasn't sure what I wanted to talk about. I was having a bit of a rough start, felt a little scattered. Also exhausted, right? It's Sunday. It was my first week back to work since the break. And so, trying to start my 2018 strong and definitely trying to honor my commitment of waking up every morning at 5. And that has been a bit of a challenge. I can't say that, you know, I've been doing it. I've been waking up early, but not as early as I'd like. And so tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow I get to begin again and again and again. Today I want to read an excerpt from The Artist's Way. I'm in my week 11, and this is on page 182, and she's talking about success. So, creativity is a spiritual practice. It is not something that can be perfected, finished, and set aside. It is my experience that we reach plateaus of creative attainment only to have a certain relentlessness set in. Yes, we are successful. Yes, we have made it. But in other words, just when we get there disappears. Dissatisfied with our accomplishments, however lofty, we are once again confronted with our creative self and its hungers. The question we have just laid to rest now rear their heads again. What are we going to do now? This unfinished quality, this restless appetite for further exploration tests us. We are asked to expand in order that we not contract. Evading this commitment and evasion that tempts us all leads straight to stagnation, discontent, spiritual discomfort. Can I rest? We wonder. In a word, the answer is no. As artists, we are spiritual sharks. The ruthless truth is that if we don't keep moving, we sink to the bottom and die. The choice is very simple. We can insist on resting on our laurels, or we can begin anew. The stringent requirement of a sustained creative life is the humility to start again, to begin anew. It is this willingness to once more be a beginner that distinguishes a creative career. A friend of mine, a master in his field, finds himself uncomfortably committed years in advance of his availability. He's in an enviable position on a business level, but he finds it increasingly perilous to his artistic health. When the wheel turns and the project committed to 3 years ago must be executed, can he do it? With imagination and his initial enthusiasm? The honest answer is often an uncomfortable no, and so, at great financial cost, he has begun cutting back his future commitments, investing in the riskier but more rewarding gain of artistic integrity. Not all of us always can muster such creative courage in the face of fiscal temptation, but we can try. We can at least be willing as artists. As artists, we are travelers, too heavily encumbered by our worldly dignity, too invested in our stations and positions, we are unable to yield to our spiritual leadings. We insist on a straight and narrow when the artist's way is a spiral path. I think that the part of the essay that I really appreciate is that as artists we are spiritual sharks. And the ruthless truth is that if we don't keep moving, we sink to the bottom and die. And this idea of being stagnant and this idea of doing what's comfortable and trying to repeat the formula for success, right? We've written something or done something in a certain way and has garnered us a tremendous amount of success. And so we try to repeat that. But the truth is that when we are standing in our purpose, we're being challenged to push it a little bit further, to not play it so safe. And so it's easy to feel like, no, I don't want to take that risk because, I don't want to fail. You know, the road that we're comfortable on is the one we take because it's safe. But that other path, the one that's scary, the one with all the bumps in the road, is the one that has all the benefit, right? So today I am meditating on this idea of beginning again and again and again and again and again. As a writer, I have struggled quite a bit over the past few years. When I first started writing, I was incredibly enthusiastic. I had a lot of enthusiasm. I was incredibly excited about the stories I was telling. I was excited about this journey. I was excited about the newness of it, of learning. I was hungry for it. And then I moved to New York. And when I moved to New York, it became competitive. It became being carbon copies of people, or trying to compare ourselves with other people. And this definitely, I think it has hurt my work in a lot of ways. This comparing myself to anyone or wanting what someone else has hurt my work, or feeling that the person who's achieving a certain amount of success doesn't deserve it. That has hurt my work. Because if we are authentic and genuine and truthful, we are only responsible for the work that we are putting out. And so today, as I come to the page and I see the things that I've been creating over the past few months and the past few weeks and just this past week, I am definitely feeling a lot more aligned with my purpose and my intention. And I feel like I'm writing the most honest work I've ever written. And I'm scared of it too, right? Because when you're so vulnerable and you expose yourself in such a way, you're opening yourself up to certain criticisms. I'm finishing up a beautiful essay. Good morning. I'm finishing up a beautiful essay, and I'm struggling with the audience. So now that I've written it, now that I've gotten it out of my body, I'm struggling with, will it be liked? Is it written in a way that people will follow? Do I have to censor myself and change certain things, especially the way I speak? I think the curses. I think I'm going to do a poll, but I don't really know if I should do a fucking poll. This idea that if I put curse words in my work, it will put some people off. That's something for me to process, and definitely I will be paying attention to as I start putting my work out, because I'm very afraid of putting myself out there and the door being slammed on my face. That's real. I'm gonna sit here and bullshit and act like, I'm so confident that, I'm just gonna, no, that shit fucks with you. When you get these constant no's, you start to question whether or not you are on your right path. I think one of the things that I have to remember is that I am not for everyone. And so the fact that I curse and that I'm very comfortable in my skin in that way, that shit ain't for everybody. Not everyone is going to be receptive to it. It might be, hearing the word fuck a lot might make people feel uncomfortable. And so I'm sorry if I make you uncomfortable. I'm not here to make you comfortable. I think that's the other thing too, is that, I've lived my life trying to do the right thing in all these circles for all these people, and we ain't doing that. And so all of that to say that if we give up, we die. If we give up, we become people who are living unfulfilled lives, truly, because when we bury our dream and we let it sink to the bottom of the ocean, that's when we start to live with regret and become those people who, age feeling like, damn, I wish I would have, I wish I could have, I should have. And so today I'm challenging you to rise and say, fuck that, I'm going for it. So with that, let's meditate, get comfortable, inhale, Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep breathing. If you were guaranteed success, what would you do? If you were guaranteed that you could not fail, what would you do? What would you go for? What would you apply for? What would you write? What would you create? What step would you take if you knew you could not fail? What does that look like? No rejections. No one saying no. What would you do? If you knew that it was just going to be a yes, 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 yes across the board, what would you do? Now, what would happen if you just didn't do it? If you just didn't go for it? If you didn't apply for it? If you didn't create it? What would happen? What's stopping you? How could you get out of your own way? Because I know it's you. We know it's you. You know it's you. Let's all know this together. I know it's me. We want to blame other people, but the truth is it's us. We're the ones holding ourselves fucking back. Nobody can stop us. We're unstoppable. So if I could get out of my own way, what would I do? Oof, I felt that. When you're ready, come out of meditation. So if I knew that I could not fucking fail, what would I do? I would apply for every fucking thing, every newspaper, every journal I want to see my work in. I would finish the book and get that book deal, yo. I would write the screenplay and have it become a movie. I would direct it myself, my first film. If I knew that I couldn't fail, I would take every risk, right? And so what's the step that I'm going to take today? I'm going to keep living how I'm living. I'm going to wake up every day and record these affirmations for myself, this daily diary. It's like I'm tracking my progress. Every day that I wake up and rise and share, I am honoring my art. And that is what I'm doing. That's what I said. It could be that nobody's watching this shit. It could be just me and this computer screen, me and my little Acer chilling. But this is for me. It always has been about me. And so with that, I'm wishing you an amazing day. Let's set an intention. My intention for today is to take myself out on a date and fill myself with so much love, refill my cup, because that's what we're called to do when we do this work. We have to take care of ourselves. So today I'm putting my mask on first. And I'm wishing you all the most incredible day. Please follow me on iTunes and SoundCloud and YouTube. Subscribe, leave comments and love. Email me info.aliciaanabel@gmail.com. I'm on Instagram, Alicia La Santera and Afro Latina Show. I'm wishing you every good thing today. Peace.